Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about a serious problem that I have. It's time to confess that I have an addiction to buying old tractors. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to Farm Alarm. My name's Tracy. Yeah, I've got this weird addiction to buying old machinery, and which is really strange because I hate owning junk, and every time an old tractor that I have doesn't start or just breaks down on me and I have problems, I tell my wife, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I own this. We're getting rid of it, and I just sometimes I have this short temper, right? And I just hate owning junk. But on the flip side, I can't stop buying old junk. So red or green, right? That's the two big ones. It's red all day long. My dad even works at an international dealership, so I decided to buy a 560 International, and it's a Farmall, and it is a diesel. This has got a 282 cubic inch, a 282 cubic inch diesel engine in it, naturally aspirated, so that means non-turbocharged if you weren't familiar with that. But I picked this up out of Kansas, out of Topeka, Kansas. We actually live in central Missouri, so it was about 3 hours. My sister and I went and got it just a few days ago. Found it on Craigslist, super cheap deal. Usually these tractors are like $3,000, anywhere from like $3,500 on up, $5,000. It really depends what kind of shape they're in. As you can see, this thing is what I'm going to call a diamond in the rough. I only gave $600 for this tractor, but it has got a tremendous amount of leaks on it. I mean, it's got issues, trust me. But $600, I couldn't pass it up. And so I mean, it's got a diesel fuel leak. It's got a fuel leak out of one of the injectors. I'm not sure what that is, but I can get reman injectors pretty cheap. And it's got all sorts of hydraulic leaks. The guy was telling me about all the issues that it had, and I thought, well, that just sounds like a bunch of hydraulic issues. I'm getting rid of that anyway. So we're gonna strip this tractor down, lighten it up a little bit, and have a little fun with it. It's still gonna be usable on the farm, and if we want to take it to the truck and tractor pulls and pull the sled, we're definitely gonna be able to do that to this thing. Let me show you this. Well, it's nameless for right now, but let me show you the 560 real quick. All right, so as you see, it is narrow front. I'm not sure what year this tractor is. It's quite old, probably built in the 60s, I would imagine. It's got a Ruser Master injection pump on it, and as you can see, it's well coated in oil and diesel fuel, and it's got a lot of leaking issues, starting right up at the fuel bowl all the way into the fuel filters. I'm going to bypass all of that, strip all that down, put a screw-on filter on it. That's my plans. Right there is underneath of the steering column. You're going to have all your valving for the hydraulics. We're going to eliminate all of that right there. One thing it has on the back is you might call it a 2-point, and it's got a fast hitch on it. We're going to eliminate all that. We're going to take the PTO off of it, and it's got a cylinder here on the fast hitch that shoots about a mile long of hydraulic fluid, and then up here at this valve block, it's dumping a ton of oil. You can see that this transmission deck is just coated with oil, and of course so is the trailer. So you might be thinking, man, that is one heck of a tractor for $600. Well, it didn't come with wheels and tires. Actually, so the guy wanted $1,200 for the tractor, and I was going to try to talk him down to $1,000, and that's actually what he said he would take. He wanted $1,000 for it, all said and done. But then it had some cast wheels on it, cast centers. So basically, right here is your center of the wheel, and this being the rest of the wheel, or the rim part. And so originally this thing had the cast center where it bolted to the wheel instead of having a hub like this. Well, I took a set of these wheels with me because he said that he kind of wanted to keep them cast centers and wheels, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna discard them, put some pressed steels on it like what we've got on it now. And he said, I'll tell you what, if you allow me to keep those cast centers and wheels and tires. The tires were shot, but he really wanted the cast centers and those wheels, which I had no use for him. He said, I'll knock 400 bucks off this thing. I said, man, they're yours all day long. He did have a set of hubs. These are stock, or they're factory international hubs. They were made for duals, but these things are getting super hard to find. They're getting rare, and he allowed us to pick those up for just a few $100 bucks, which I think that's a smoking deal as well. The tractor overall is not in bad shape. Like I said, I do have plans for it. Long time future plans would be, you know, of course, to paint it and maybe slightly restore it, because I do like to restore tractors. But I don't want it to be a money pit either. It's just going to be something that we're going to be able to use on the farm. See, if you remember in some videos back, we had a Minneapolis Moline M602 diesel. It was a super cool tractor, but it was a one-purpose tractor. It had a stroked engine in it. It was actually 100 cubic inches bigger than factory, and it was only a 4-cylinder. And you know, I liked the tractor a lot. It was restored, but its only purpose was for pulling, and we didn't want to just have a pulling tractor. You know, we used to be big into truck and tractor pulling. And that's not really what we do anymore. We wanted to have something that could be reliable enough to start, and if we wanted to move something around on the farm, we could definitely do so. And with that M602 diesel, I just didn't feel comfortable with doing that, because I thought, well, if it's got a stroker crank in it, and you know, anyway, something like that, you know, it's really made for pulling. I didn't want to just have it around the farm. So that's what this tractor is going to be able to do. Is a dual purpose tractor. We'll be able to, you know, take it up to our local Missouri River Valley Steam Engine Association and you know, show it off there. Of course, not in this condition, but we're talking, you know, future plans. So I'd like to put a wide front under it. It's got, like I said, it does have a narrow front under it right now, and put some weight brackets on it, and like I said, paint it up. We're gonna block off a lot of stuff. We'll probably take this plate off right here, right behind here, these 4 bolts. That's where the hydraulic pump is. So I'll take that plate off and you know, just build a block off plate, and you know, get rid of all these hoses, get rid of all the hitch and all that, and you know, build a hitch for it. Probably shorten up the fuel tank a little bit, and you know, it's got quite a few things that need done to it, but it's going to be a fun little project, and I'll keep you guys updated on it. So let's go ahead and get this thing unloaded off the trailer. You can just see that this thing has got leaks everywhere, and looking at that hydraulic fluid, that's not good. You can tell that it's got some water in it. So we're going to replace all that, and when we eliminate that, when I put that block off plate from where that pump is on the side over there, that's going to actually, we're going to be forced to drain that anyway, but since it is milky, that means it does have a little bit of water mixed in with that oil. We will be replacing all that oil. And I don't think, you know, having a little bit of water in there has caused an issue with anything. But I don't really know. We just got the tractor, and it seems to start good. And we're just gonna strip it down, and we'll take you guys along for the ride. So, hey, I just wanted to show you this tractor real quick. And yeah, hopefully within the next year, along the way, I'll show you all the steps that we take to make this a totally new tractor. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. We'll see you on the next video.